Hi everyone. So today the problem that we have is a real life project that I am solving, and it's very interesting. I thought I'll share it with you as well. So the problem, as you can read from here, is a call center staffing problem. Now what I'm expected to do is that there is a call center, and these are the timings wherein the calls are received, approximate calls that are received. So let's say in one day, the average number of calls received is say 5,000. Okay. It is generally seen that 5% of the calls are between 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 10% of the calls are between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. etc. Okay. This has been observed. This is generally an observed phenomena and an approximation as given to me by the company. And so what I'm trying to do here is we have just simply taken up the percentage of say 5,000 and 5% is 250. So for 250 calls that come to the call center between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., how many employees are needed? 017, which is minimum minutes per call per representative. Let's say it is 10 minutes. That means each representative takes about 10 minutes, okay, to service one call. Then you multiply that by 018, which is the expected efficiency. Of course, it cannot be that within 60 minutes an employee is absolutely 100% efficient. So I'm expecting an average efficiency of 80%. Okay, so uh, divided by 60, which is per hour, divided by 019, which is the number of hours in that shift. So in this case, we have shifts of 2 hours. Okay, so that way, getting 17 employees are required to cater to 250 calls, you know. And I have just taken a roundup because employees can only be in integers. So let me just show you so that you understand how many. Let's say if I get say 100 calls, okay, and then this is changing to 7 employees are required. Let's say I get only 10 calls, okay, then I need only one employee. Okay, so this is changing accordingly. I hope you understood this. So I will simply put it back to the percentage, which was, yeah. Now this is the number of employees that are required in the shift, and we have placed the same number of employees here. I have pasted it here. So what is this? I will explain what this is. These are the time periods where I will need those employees. That is, during 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I need at least 17 employees, etc., etc. Whatever we got from this tabular column. Now the objective of this is that I need to recruit employees for each time shift, and when they are recruited, each employee will stay for 8 hours. That means someone who comes at 6 a.m. will stay in the office from 6 a.m. to say 2 p.m. Similarly, the one who comes at 8 a.m. will stay till 4 p.m. Okay, 8-hour shift. Now, those who come at 6 a.m. will be given 650 per day. Okay, because they are coming right very early in the morning. Those who come at 8 a.m. are given 500, 12 p.m. are also given 500, 4 p.m. to midnight they are given 650, and then again 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So it's a 24-hour call center. They are given 800. Okay, the highest. Now we want to know how many employees should come during which shift. And the objective is to minimize the cost that is incurred for the company. That is one. Second, so one objective is to minimize the cost, and the second objective is to know how many employees are needed in which shift, considering that at least these many employees are there. I hope the problem is understood. Now let's see, you must be wondering what is all this. This is nothing. I have to cover 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. for these many employees. So what I have done, I have written 1 in all those cells which covers the 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift. See this, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and this column is from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So 1111 means that the employees who come during this shift will be working in all these shifts, and these are all 0. Okay. Similarly, the one who comes at 8 a.m. will work till 4 p.m. Okay, so what I have done, I have kept all these as ones, 8, 10, 12, 2 and 4. Okay, now what I have done here, Okay, so this way you know that these will be the employees who will work in these shifts. Now, what do I need? If you know the use of sum product, it's a very good function. What sum product is doing, it is multiplying D7 to H7, which is this, which is their cost per day, with the row D22, which needs to be calculated. So suppose there are, say, 10 employees. So 10 in 650 will give us 6500. Okay, that will be the cost for this shift. So I need to minimize the cost for all these shifts and at the same time need to have these many employees. Okay, so once you understand the problem and you can represent it in Excel, your work is done. How is it done? There is a very good function in Excel called solver. It is very easy to install. So as you can see, it is right here. I'll tell you how you can install it. Just go to here, go to options, go to add-ins, okay, and just click on Excel add-ins. Here you will see this as yes, press OK and you will get it. Okay. So once that is done, come here, click solver, and now I'll tell you what this is. Set objective F8. F8 is this cell. You have to minimize the cost. So I have selected this, minimize F8. And if you remember how we got this was by using sum product. Okay. Now, what are the constraints? Okay, we'll come to the constraints later. So the next is by changing variable cells. Now, what are the variable cells? I have taken these as the variable cells. Okay, so let me show you. So here I have used the function sum product such that sum product of D10 to H10, which means this row, into this row should be greater than 17. That means the number of people coming at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. should at least be greater than 17. Why? This into this is here and it is showing as greater than 17. Now in this case, if you see, this will be this into this plus this into this. Therefore, this has to be greater than 34. So similarly, I have just used this formula of sum product and written it here. Automatically, Excel will calculate and fill in these values to satisfy and minimize this and at the same time satisfy these conditions. Okay, so let's get back to solver. By changing cells D22 to H22 and subject to the constraints. Now see here, where are our constraints? I10 to I19 is greater than K10 to K19. I10, let me show you. So I10 to I19 is greater than K10 to K19. Okay, I come here and just make it as non-negative. My employees cannot be in negative, or they can also be in integers only. They can be in whole numbers. Just select this as simplex and press solver. Solve. Once you click solve, you see the magic here. It gets automatically filled. I press solve and Excel has given me these values. Keep solver solution. I press OK and there you go. So what it tells me now, that from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. 17 employees are required. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. 50 employees are required. So here I am getting 67, which is greater than 34. But because it has to satisfy these things also, therefore automatically this will try and minimize the cost, at the same time ensure that we have the minimum number of employees needed. Okay. So total 111 employees are needed and the minimum cost per day would be 64,650. So I'll give this solution to the company and I just want to share with you so that if you have something, a similar issue that you have to solve, you may use the same. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.